I'm disappointed but not surprised. Hey guys, it is Finn here. That is of course FY double N, and Manchester United, Everton 1-1. It is a draw. I'm very upset with that Manchester United. I told you, of course, earlier today, I posted my pre-match thoughts of what I thought could happen, and I said I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't end up winning the game, because it is the kind of funny team we would lose against, or in this situation, draw against, especially after being in such good form. I'm not surprised. This is such a Manchester United thing to do. Beat Tottenham, beat Manchester City, and then draw to Everton. It is very, very shocking. And I have to say, Ole made some really stupid team mistakes when it came to setting up his team. I found it very, very stupid of him to start Jesse Lingard. There were lots of talks of him maybe not feeling up to it before the game. And Greenwood just became player of the week in the Europa League. He is in such hot form. I would have started Greenwood over Jesse Lingard and maybe brought on Jesse Lingard at the halfway stage or in the 60th or whatever minute. Although it is his birthday, we have to put the team first before his moral feelings, because as we said, he wasn't feeling up to it anyway. Rather start Greenwood, who is in fantastic form, and that showed the fact that he came on and he scored, which there was a great sense of I don't know, just humbleness when it came to the fact that it was the 4,000th game where Manchester United have played an academy player in a row. Of course, it had to be Greenwood. I'm very happy for Greenwood. Daniel James, beautiful assist to him. Daniel James really ran his socks off today, and I'm very happy with him. But overall, Manchester United, that was not good enough. I don't blame Lindelof for that. It is not Lindelof's fault at all. He didn't have time to react, because De Gea should have gotten a strong touch on it. Instead, it fell to Lindelof. He didn't have time to react, and it ended up going into the goal. I heard the commentators speak about the likes of Schmeichel, saying if it was Schmeichel, he would have absolutely whacked that ball far, far away. And that's the difference between Schmeichel and De Gea. I think De Gea lacked that confidence in goal. And the kind of confidence he needs that kind of Pickford confidence. We saw that kind of confidence that Pickford had in the game, and the kind of smirk he pulled off in the game every time he did something, because he just got that certain rush. You saw him smile. You saw that confidence. He went for the ball because he thought, you know what, if I go for the ball, I will get it. De Gea didn't have that confidence. He didn't back himself, and because of that, he didn't put enough power on the ball, and they ended up scoring. Saying that, at the same time, there were two players that ended up rushing him, and one of them was Yerry Mina, who Fred was supposed to be marking. Fred didn't mark him. Mina got away from Fred. Fred didn't even chase him. He just stood still. And I did mention Lindelof, it not being his fault. Lindelof wasn't marking anyone anyway, which he should have been marking at least somebody. I have to say, we would have lost if Sigurdsson was playing. Sigurdsson pulled out last minute and didn't end up playing. If Sigurdsson was playing, we would have lost. That is a given fact. We also probably would have lost if it wasn't for Wan-Bissaka and McTominay. McTominay, I thought, had an excellent, superb game. He's one of those players who I just love seeing in the team, because you'll see him do something fantastic to create a chance up front when attacking, or he'll make a crucial block while defending. He is the all-around player for me. Fred had some great passes in the game. As I said, didn't mark Yerry Mina. He should have been. Fred has really picked up his game. 18 months he's been at Manchester United and only one goal. He does need to improve that aspect of his game. I mentioned Lingard. He didn't create too much. He could have scored in the opening 15 seconds of the game, but did miss it. It was a tough turn, but he should have gotten that on target. I said we should have played Greenwood in place. We could have even played Juan Mata in place. In the Europa League game, although he wasn't a prominent player, he scored a goal and got 2 assists. I don't understand how we end up playing Lingard over him. I would have played either Mata or Greenwood. Martial, you were a ghost in the game. We did not see Martial at all. We need a player, a striker who really fights and has hunger in the game. And you also heard the commentators say if there was any player to bring Manchester United up to a draw or to a win, it would be Marcus Rashford, which is very sad. The fact that we only really count on one player to bring us back into the game. Rashford really did fight, but he couldn't get it. He took some amazing shots, but couldn't get it in goal, because he really needed Martial to fight with him. But Martial didn't have the same drive, and I thought Martial's attitude was crap at the end of the day. Wan-Bissaka, I was going to say, had some very lazy moments where he didn't necessarily fight, but his one-on-ones really redeemed him. Amazing slide tackles. Every one-on-one he won because he is the best at it. One is the best one at one-on-ones. Who would have guessed it? De Gea had some amazing saves. As I said, he did need that power. Lindelof made some really stupid mistakes like giving the ball away. Defensively, he wasn't too bad, though. He almost made another mistake in the second half. Maguire needs to be more vocal. If he's going to be our captain, he needs to be more vocal, and we need a proper captain in the team. Just give McTominay the captain's armband. That's 100% my opinion on the situation. Shaw had some beautiful moments, and he is really good at just analyzing the game to see what's the best kind of play in a certain situation. He did make some mistakes, but at the end of the day, I'm very happy with Shaw's performance overall. Manchester United, this is very Manchester United of you. You need to do better in that. You need to do better with chance creation. As I said, we need an attacking midfielder at Manchester United, a world-class attacking midfielder who really just loves to take his chances. I watched a bit of the Spurs game as well, some of the highlights. Dele Alli, the chances he created, especially that one for Eric Dyer that just missed out on a chance. We need an attacking midfielder like that who will fight for the team. Unfortunately, we didn't have that. Daniel James took so many shots, although there were lots of nothing shots Daniel James took. At least he's taking chances because eventually one will go in. That is the mentality. I also would have focused a lot more on the fact that Tom Davies got an early yellow card. I would have played around with that and seen if I could have gotten him to get a red, because it was a very dangerous situation he was in. Manchester United, this simply wasn't good enough. Everton really matched your performance, if not outplayed you, which stupidly, if you look at the numbers in the game, shouldn't have happened. We were miles ahead on possession, and you wouldn't have guessed it, but I think Everton totally ruled the game, although we had the ball more. That could just be my opinion. Manchester United, you need to pick up your socks. Once again, I'm trying to reach 300 subscribers by the end of the year, if not 275. It's quite sad. Greenwood is 18 and he just scored again in the Premier League, and I'm 18 and, well, I'm like a quarter of the way to 1,000 subscribers. So help me out with that morally. I would really love and appreciate that. Subscribe if you do like it, and hit that bell notification to be notified as soon as I do upload more videos. This has been Finn, FYNN. Cheers.